Yesterday in Albany, Mayor Byron Brown actually included in his funding wish list to state lawmakers their help in getting $13 million to help repair this legendary World War II destroyer right behind me here that's berthed here, as well as the nearby World War II submarine right over there. Now, remember that the city technically owns both of these ships. They're on loan from the U.S. Navy. The now 80-plus-year-old USS the Sullivans sits at her berth with protective bubblers, stopping Buffalo River and Lake Erie ice encroachment from a razor-thin, weakened-with-age steel hull. Of course, after the 2022 near sinking of the ship, still desperately in need of hull repairs at a lakeside dry dock. But now also realization the nearby submarine USS Croaker needs similar repairs.
We pointed out to the city and to all interested parties that there was a significant savings if we could do both ships at the same time. The Croaker is probably in just as bad a condition, but it was going to be 2 or 3 years down the road before we could renew the funding to get her taken care of. Let's be smart about it, and I think the mayor is well aware of that we can do it all at the same time. Get them both out of here and both back at the same time.
To make it happen, large-scale efforts to move the bigger adjacent cruiser warship, the USS Little Rock, to get the Sullivans and Croaker free from their canal-side berths and out for tugboat towing. Also dredging of the Buffalo River for proper depth clearance.
We'll have to send divers down. They'll have to unbolt that platform, have to be craned out, and give her a little bit more room as a turning radius so we can get her out.
All this preparation work for towing the fragile Sullivans and Croaker on Lake Erie to a dry dock at either Erie, Pennsylvania, Hamilton, Ontario, or Toledo, Ohio, perhaps in October 2025.
Toledo is big enough that they can take both ships at the same time. It's also the farthest, which has the most concern, the most risk for us to take.
The projected total cost at $21 million, $7.5 million in hand between Senator Chuck Schumer's office and State Assembly Majority Leader Crystal Peoples-Stokes. So $13 million to go with this pitch to the state and elsewhere.
In my view, maybe it's overly optimistic, but I am very confident that we're going to figure this out and get the funds necessary to preserve these ships.
Now, if they wouldn't do anything to repair these ships with the deterioration, again, remember, they are technically owned by the city of Buffalo on loan from the U.S. Navy, it could actually end up costing them more because by law, they would have to turn them back over to the Navy. They'd have to clean them out first, tow them out to the Atlantic Ocean, send them to the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard, where this ship could be used for Navy target practice, sunk as a fish reef, or just sold for scrap iron. Obviously, they're hoping none of those things happen, but they're still struggling to get the money. On your side here at the Buffalo Naval and Military Park, I'm Ron Plants, Channel 2 News. Back to you.